Reviewing the fashion of the leaders and trainers in the Kanto region was more interesting than I thought it would be because there were some pretty fresh style evos amongst a few of the characters, but let's keep this Pokeball rolling and bring our style analysis into the Galar region. Hola, my name is X, and I like to experiment with fashion as well as talk about whatever the hell I want on social media whenever I feel like it. And in this video, we're going to pick up this Pokemon series and keep it going by looking at Sword and Shield. I've never played this game, so I'm a bit detached from maybe a number of the details within the game, but I did take a close look at the style as always, just to get a close sense of their fashion within the Galar region. If you haven't taken a look at my other Pokemon videos yet, totally should. Visit the channel and just get a sense of kind of how I approach this review type situation. And so with that, similar to the Kanto region, I wanted to highlight the Galar style in general based on what I observed. So naturally we see there's a clear theme with the leaders and the champions. It's some sort of athletic, battle arena, sports uniform type of gear. That's a bit new and interesting outside of general region influence on leader fashion. It's cool to see a more broad thematic element thrown into the mix just to kind of challenge and put a bit more rigor behind how the typings show up within the outfits. But then I also noticed that with such limited space to kind of show some of that character personality and typing style, there are some really nice nuances that can be extracted to better extrapolate what each of the trainers or leaders or champions' personal style is. So based on those observations, and you know how I am, I had to reimagine some of the outfits, but I only reimagined the outfits for like the gym leaders or the champions because of that uniform element that I feel like kind of takes away from some of the full style that the outfit could have. So I just wanted to reimagine and translate what each of those trainers or champions' actual outfit outside of the battle theme could look like. I didn't use any image references and I didn't even reference Pokemon at all. This is strictly my brain, strictly my style vision, obviously paired with some generative AI output. So definitely want to let you know that. On that note, let's just get straight into it. I don't want to waste any time. I feel like this video could be nice, short, and sweet. Starting with Sonia, for a more kind of science or professor oriented character, loving the outfit. Loving that we didn't just go with the white lab coat. Love a nice beige trench moment. And that really does have a nice relationship with the kind of teal or greenish blue color that really dominates the look and adds the most personality. The boots are super cute with those little heart elements that we also see in her hair. And we also just kind of see some nice black touches with the cuff of the jacket and a little bit of maybe a side bag as well. Marni, even though she kind of does have like a battle outfit, I didn't want to give her a reimagined outfit because we kind of already get a solid outfit within her regular wear. That pink dress and kind of like biker stylish jacket is such a nice contrast. I love pink and black contrasted looks, and the boots really just round that out. The boots are super cute, and even the hairstyle I feel like emulates and kind of touches on and continues that kind of spiky, edgy element that she has going overall. But when we look at her battle arena outfit, I love a crop body confident moment, but I feel like it doesn't complement her silhouette at all. I maybe would have liked a heavier upper body piece just to kind of cover more of her body and give maybe more dimension. She feels really flat just in how she's depicted in the uniform. Love the color scheme. But moving into the leaders or the champions, Milo obviously giving grass. Like, outside of the color scheme, the hat and the scarf are what really sell it and take it over the edge. We do have like a leaf print on the jersey, but that in concert with all of the other elements makes it a no-brainer that he's obviously in tune with nature, that he's a grass type leader. I also love the boots. Even though they're black and that's kind of a nice pop against what is predominantly green and white, there's even a little bit of green there too, with which kind of gives like a grass emblem. It's overall just giving grass in all the right ways. This is how you do it. And so if we were to step outside of the uniform look, I definitely see cargo shorts going on here. Cargo shorts, but give us a more buttoned up, polished shirt, but something that's still lightweight and has some designs to not make it feel completely flat and hollow. So just a nice, crisp, short sleeve button up shirt with some green and black elements and designs. The scarf, I thought about going bushier, but then it kind of just looked like grass. So just a simple lightweight scarf as well, and then the signature hat just to really sell it forward. I also wanted to add some utility elements like a utility belt or just really pronounced textured pockets on the shorts just to really show that he gets his hands dirty, needs it for Pokeballs, seeds, plants, whatever have you. Okay, Nessa, I have some thoughts here. Obviously a pretty drawn character. Like, I definitely get the water vibe. At first, I was a bit taken aback by so much of the orange within the look. Blue and orange are complementary, but it just feels like there are such prominent orange elements that it kind of takes me out of the water element for just a moment. And I really can't stand the sandals with having those buoys around the ankles on the sides versus maybe just like inner tube buoy like banglets or something. I don't know. The sandals, I think, it's a really petty critique, but overall we're getting some cute beaded and bracelet decorations. The belly chain is really cute, and she overall just feels ethereal and mermaid-like. But when we look at a reimagined outfit, I really wanted to play up more of that water aquatic element without being too on the nose. A bit inspired by Little Mermaid because I feel like Nessa's giving, again, that ethereal mermaid kind of vibe and aesthetic. Maybe more coral reefs, that's a little more natural to the orange tone in general. And let that blue give us that kind of in the water dimensional vibe and some depth to the look. Definitely giving Under the Sea, give us gold bangles, give us a little bit of extra luxury. I feel like this is a standout knockout look for a trainer. Kabu, I feel like he needed a little something else because this uniform really just looks like a soccer uniform. Outside of maybe some of the red kind of designs or lines or patterns that are going on, I mean, we can infer and just give the credit of fire based on the color alone, but I just don't feel like there's any asymmetrical, bold, striking elements that really kind of play up that fire component as much as I think would have been nice here. I would say maybe the scarf just because of the flowy red and white design, but just not giving me enough to sell the full fantasy. So for a reimagined look, I say just go a clean white slack. I do like the kind of overall dark long sleeve shirt underneath for that boldness and maturity and refinement. But as far as the shirt or overgarment, let's go with like a loose, flowy, asymmetrical, dramatic top with some contrast designs between the black, the white, and the red, just to kind of give some of that chaotic, unpredictable, untamed kind of nature of fire. And also maybe a little bit of a culture, like it feels a little Asian inspired, which I also wanted to capture too. And then keep the scarf because I feel like that's a nice decorative element for an extra bit of sophistication. So I feel like that translates nice from the uniform, but also gives some mature polish and maybe gives us more of that fire fantasy. Bede's look, even though it is the uniform, almost feels the most natural to an actual outfit. I love a little bit of the dimensional play with the crop and the shorts and how that's over like a bodysuit. Try to capture the bodysuit in the look and I couldn't get AI to do it. But I wish there's obviously a bit more, but for fighting, this is pretty good. Usually from fighting characters, we don't get much and we get a typical like dojo or karate type style. At least we did with Bruno from Kanto Elite 4. So at least here, we're just kind of getting some cutesiness. And I love the bow headband. I feel like that's what really does it for me. There were a couple of different directions we could have gone with, I think, a look that translates to something a bit more practical and out of the uniform constraints. Just obviously we need a crop moment. We need some sort of crop top. I think we need some body confidence. A fighter needs to show some body confidence and some of that definition. I feel like this definitely gives that, but some more cover up for fashion purposes with that white jacket. And I like in her original uniform the interplay and just kind of the randomness of the black, the orange, and the white design. So definitely wanted some that captured between the shorts and the jacket, but didn't want something that looked too matchy match. I don't think she needs to go full cyberpunk in her style. I think just something that's a bit streetwear and rugged, but also still kind of fresh, fun, and full of attitude. I don't know how I feel about this. The mask completely takes me out of the look. Obviously ghost type. It does the job of aligning with the typing. And even the outfit's kind of cute when we break it down because I didn't even know some of the elements were there. I'm just distracted by the mask and the overall look. I'm not feeling it. So there's white suspenders. I didn't know those were white suspenders and those are really cute. I think that's a nice element. I did notice the purple collar flaps. I think that it's also a nice kind of astute or elevated or classy touch to this. And I do like just the incorporation of the purple in general and that relationship with the black. There's just something that feels like a kid-like outfit that I'm like, and it even does, I think, translate really well to a kid-like outfit. Let's take a look. Visualizing it or translating it to something not so standard uniform, we see that there's some really cool pieces in place. A nice sophisticated black shirt with some striking purple band or striped elements. I love the suspenders. They do feel a little out of place unless you pair it with some sort of socks or shoes that can kind of coordinate, which is what we have here. The shorts, the pattern can be variable. There's another version with a pattern that I kind of liked better, but the socks were weird. The pattern here kind of works, although it's a little drowned out by a lot of the black. I think that going more purple would be better. It almost reminds me of CL from Black Butler to an extent. Opal, I think, is a character whose fashion and style potential is really extinguished and suppressed by that uniform format. When I think about a woman in her 80s having to dress up in this uniform, this would probably be the most practical way she would dress, with some fancy elements that I honestly think make the look more tacky than like sophisticated and makes it feel like it belongs in Pokemon, if you know what I mean. No shade, but I just don't like how dominant the purple is in the midst of all the teal and the pink. And I don't even know if I like the pattern on the dress in general. I think that there's elements here that could make a striking look. If we were to envision that outside of the constraints of the uniform, there's room to be more creative and innovative. For example, I think showing the teal and the pink in more of a holographic form is so much more interesting and honestly magical little twist. And that feels more fairy-like than anything else. I feel like the purple does not need to be a dominant element on the dress. And I think a canon piece of her character is asking people how much pink they have in their outfit. So let's make pink the star of the show, with the teal being the strong supportive like element, and then the accessories can go full purple just for that extra pizzazz. Gordie is that blazer, I think, is the striking element that I really wanted to latch onto. The contrasted base parts of the jacket and also the lapels are contrasted as well, like loving that asymmetrical color play. The gray as an overwhelming like base color or tone for the look is fine. I feel like that actually helps the black and the brown stand out even more and give more of a punch and gives more weight. I don't like the shoes. I think the shoes are tacky, and I know there's blue in the shoes to match the glasses, but I also think the glasses give like too much of a weird sportsy vibe in contrast to like what is a kind of almost like rich gold. I 100% wanted to go the GQ route with this, and the blazer is enough of a statement. It carries the weight, probably literally and figuratively, for the overall look. Again, that contrasted lapel and against the base of the jacket situation is so cool. Let's take it even further with some rock-like, earth-like texture, just to really sell the full fantasy. And then round it out, because we're gonna use gray as the base, so like with the pants and like a lot of the jacket as we see. But then let's round it out with some brown accessories. Not gray shoes, just some brown to really help that one little touch of brown in the lapel stand out. I just love that jacket. I wish it existed. Melony kills her outfit leaps and bounds beyond anybody else. The shorts, even though they're like jersey sporty shorts, are not taking away from the overall glamour of the look as much as they could. Loving this. Obviously ice, obviously a queen. She cannot be touched. This is perfect. It's 10 out of 10. But if she wasn't constrained by the jersey shorts, I think she should go dress, have a dress moment. I like how dark her stockings are. I actually feel like they add a bit of sophistication, so I wanted to stick with that, but add a bit more blue just to kind of play up more of that frosty ice, even water element. And I feel like a darker color does add a bit more sophistication, and it helps it not look so Emma Frost. I really didn't want an outfit for her to translate to something Emma Frost would and maybe has worn, but I definitely had to go ice corset and just kind of coordinate that with some ice elements within the boots instead of just an all white. I just love this look for her. Piers' outfit is also pretty strong as it is. Like, I didn't even recognize as much of the jersey elements in this because it's so well accessorized between the boots, the jacket, and the belt. I don't like that they're shorts, to be honest. I feel like that's the one weird element that roots it again too much into that like sporty, athletic gear situation, but all the other elements are there color-wise, silhouette-wise, texture-wise. We have a lot of strong fashion and design elements. I really do love it. I actually want a lot of this I want a few of these pieces. They're just so statement and so rock star. As far as a translated outfit, a little bit of even a crop moment on the t-shirt. I feel like he could pull off a crop. It's nothing too crazy. I feel like it's just enough, and it's well shrouded by that awesome dimensional, really interesting statement jacket. Like, I want that jacket so badly. I took some liberties with the boots. I feel like his boots might have been white, but just they had a really interesting structure. This is where actually going and drawing yourself would be great. I never diminished the value of that, but I feel like why not give him a statement, bold silver boot? I'd wear these boots, and I just also love the jeans. Something skinny jean I think would work. Could have gone a full bodysuit, but I feel like the bodysuit would have gotten too metaton. Anyway, Raihan's outfit was one that I kind of initially dismissed, and I think it was just because I was like, oh, this is just a typical sports uniform, but I didn't dawn on me after taking a further inspection that it's meant to really give dragon, and that jacket or hoodie is really giving dragon, with the teeth around like the collar of the hood and the jacket, and just the front of it looking like a dragon's belly. It's actually really cool, and the shoes are just as fresh, but I don't like the shorts, and I feel like it's such a weird off blue color that I don't think actually is a good complement or contrast to the darker blue at all. I definitely think we could have done better, but the headband is also cool with the hairstyle looking like dragon scales. Nice. And that outfit translates incredibly to a practical outfit. Wanted to go more jean shorts. I feel like a different color blue here makes sense, with denim just adding a different textural vibe than just a flat blue graphic color, and plays very well with the rest. And the jacket really tried. This was hard to describe it, and I'm amazed that it even captured the tan in the way it did. Not the full underbelly of the dragon effect that his original design has. This is where, again, manual intervention would be great, but just the boots, the jacket are so statement, so novel, so unique. I feel like that alone is carrying so much weight for the look. There were some alternative versions that I played around with a black t-shirt. Definitely helps the jacket pop more. And then with some of the teeth elements. All right, covering Bede next before the champion. I was almost tempted not to do it just because we kind of get a basic outfit with that like more psychic purple oriented long statement jacket that he has. I love that. That already like is such a strong look. Maybe not with the white leggings, which I think are part of like a uniform, which kind of takes me out of it. And I think even a little bit of the matchiness with the shoes, or at least the type of shoes, doesn't do the jacket full justice. But that jacket paired with some simple white regular pants, or just even black, so solid. But as far as his uniform, it's cute. And I feel like this pink and teal situation fits his character a bit more. Also in concert with his hairstyle. It also is just like typical uniform with really cute, soft, bright colors. I definitely wanted to capture that kind of effect and play between the colors, but just give it something a bit more relaxed and not as athletic. And I feel like that could be so easily done with a look like this. This isn't even anything that groundbreaking, but I feel like it captures a little bit of that oversized vibe that we were getting with his big purple statement jacket. Some solid color blocking is just fine. And then I just love the layered effect between the shirt and the sweater and then the pants. Nice dimension with some shoes to match the sweater, which are super cute. And then I just wanted to add a purple bag just for the sake of a little nod to his psychic orientation initially. And I feel like similar to Opal's, the purple doesn't need to be part of the outfit to take away from the teal and the pink. It can just be a nice external accessory color that just helps round out everything else. So Leon is another character where I was like, let me give this look a chance, because the cape is too much. I've been a proponent of like capes and like extra like cloak accessories like that, just not when they're like over the top, but this is a Pokemon game. I do like his base outfit, and I didn't give Lance enough credit in Let's Go, but it's the cape that's just really overshadowing it. The dimensional play between the shorts and the white leggings is really cool. The shoes are cool too, match really easily. The jersey I could kind of go here or there with, but I do also like the hat with like a little bit of a crown illusion or nod within the brim. And honestly, I don't think that we need to step too far away from that or neglect it. We could be playful, like a small little subtle shoulder cape. It's still pretty extra. It is definitely statement without having to be so flamboyant over the top with it. And I wanted to keep the spirit of the shirt alive. A jersey type structure or frame to the shirt, but with a collar that doesn't make it look like a t-shirt and too flat, or else it undermines, I think, the royalness and the elevation we can get from the outfit. Some simple shorts, no leggings, and then some complementary black and gold shoes. I mean, this is still pretty fun, casual, and athletic, but dares to kind of embark upon the line of something a bit more high class, opulent, and luxurious, loving the duality between something royal and something casual. And there you have it. I feel like I filmed that super fast, but that's because I just knew what I was talking about. I put a lot of thought into this and had much more fun than I thought, just envisioning how these outfits could become more tangible. Let me know what you think. Always love to hear it. What is your favorite character design? How would you translate that look to something a bit more tangible or outside of the battle arena athletic sports context? Hit me up in the comments. Plenty more of Pokemon to come with this series continuing, but until the next video, I'll talk to you later.